to. The other children, we help them to make sure that they stay in school. Maryknoll's HIV/AIDS program started in 1996. In 1996, it was started basically for the adults. As we went on, we realized, well, the adults have their special needs, but so do the children. So in 2001, we started the children's programs.
For the building a cultural peace system.
I think when children, or when anyone, has their basic needs met, then they can be concerned about things other than themselves. But if your life is so challenged because of illness or because of poverty, you spend every day, all day, just trying to make the ends meet. I think if we help our children both to get an education for their future, and it's not just an education that comes out of books, but it's an education that helps the child understand and the family understand that they have a responsibility beyond themselves. They have a responsibility to their neighbor. They have a responsibility to build up their own country. I think this way, step by step, bit by bit, we will have children who say, oh, the world should be different. There should be good relationships between all people. And this is how I think you build a culture of peace. Little bit by little bit. Children who come from different social backgrounds, children who come from different countries, who speak different languages. If we can get them to all realize we're all the same, we all have the same needs, we all have the same difficulties in our life, then I think we begin to build peace from the bottom up. You don't build peace from the top down. So if we can get children who think peacefully, I think the world will be different.
And also, one more thing is that according to the experience, many years can be how long is that?
Almost 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
So this is you will see how the change the difference when before you
Yeah,
start.
before. Interesting you should ask. Just this morning I was visiting one of our other centers and I went up to the top floor and I looked out over Bangtampun. And when I first started in Bangtampun, there were no buildings more than one floor. And now I look out and there's buildings everywhere. And maybe some people think this is progress, but maybe it's not. Where I see the changes happening is, especially for the church here in Bangtampun. The church not only takes care of the spiritual needs of the people, but they're reaching out for the education, for the daycare, for the youth programs, the more learning about our Christian faith. People are beginning to know both more about their own culture, but their own faith. And I think this changes people. I think it has made a wonderful change on our young people. And I believe that the work the church is doing and the work that Maryknoll is doing changes things. People still are very poor, they're still very needy, but I think there's enough people whose lives have been made better. And then if we can keep doing that, if people's lives keep getting better a little bit, things will change. They will not change quickly, and they haven't. What you see on the outside in Phnom Penh is a big difference. But it's only a very few, and they're very wealthy. The very poor people's lives are not so different. And that's why we stay here. And that's why the church has a big challenge here. Because the people who really need our help, they still really need our help. But we work together with them. Marino, the Salesians, the Jesuits, the church, everyone are here because we believe it can be different. If we didn't believe it could be different, we wouldn't continue. But it can be different together.
And also the last one.